Interviews with business owners and veteran executives who share their wisdom and expertise to help you de-stress, free up time, and make more money. Profits of IT. Welcome back to the Profits of IT. I am Jim Punzenberger, your host, and the creator of the Managed Prospecting System. If you're looking to generate leads and appointments without cold calling, spamming, or ad spend, i.e. through hyper-personalized outreach, check out managedprospectingsystem.com. I have Desraie here. She's hailing from Canada, from the north of the US here in Canada. Obviously, we all know where Canada is. So, Desraie, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little more about the company you work for, which is Datto.
Absolutely. Desraie Thomas, one of the channel development managers here at Datto, coming to you from good old Calgary, Alberta. We got our first snow, which I have to say, November 24th, if that's the first snow, it's not even that much, it's just a skiff. That's the first skiff of snow that we get. It's going to be a good winter. I'm going to cross my fingers. But thank you so much, Jim, for having me. And then I work for Datto, like I said. Datto, if you don't know who Datto is, there's a good chance you probably do. But we are an amazing company, and we have all the services and products that you can use to help support your clients. So whether that be your business continuity, your backup disaster recovery, RMM, PSA, commerce, you really name it, we've got a ton of products. Our SaaS backup, it's another really big thing to talk about, but really a great company. I love working for Datto. I love the company, and I find that our partners, a lot of them really do too.
Cool. Great. So what's something interesting about yourself outside of work?
My hair is pink. In case you didn't know. I would say, so I definitely have my dream job. I'm a traveler at heart. So I have actually, COVID was the first time that I'd spent that was the most amount of time with about, what was it, a year and a half that I spent the same, had not been on an airplane. That's the longest since I was probably about 12 years old. I've been to something like 42 different countries, traveled around the world, backpacked for years, spent most of my 20s traveling. It was a lot of fun. And now I have to be a grown-up. And so then I travel and get to meet all of you wonderful MSPs. And so that is definitely my highlight of my life goals.
Cool. Well, that's sounds like you've had quite a busy life so far, traveling the world.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Working in a lot of different random places. I always like, if I had my dream goal, it would be to move every 6 months to a year, just to experience like a different city or you get to meet different people. You get to find your local pub, your local coffee shop, and all those, and you make these like connections. You get to see where a heartbeat behind a city. That would be my life goal.
Got it. So what do you say is your superpower when it comes to business, and how can others learn from that? How can others apply that in their own businesses, own lives, etc.?
Absolutely. Mine is definitely connecting. I'm a connector, and community is super duper important to me. And so one of the things that's pretty much gotten me everywhere. Like I had an interesting thought over during COVID when I realized that out of all of the careers that I've had and all the jobs I've had, I've actually really only interviewed for one. And everything else, it's been this person knew me and then connected me to this person who was like, hey, I have this opportunity. Do you want to take a look at this? And so that connection, those interacting, looking at your community and seeing what your community, whether it be your families or your friends, or like going into some of the amazing parts about social media nowadays is you can be connected to like my entire community. We have a community Facebook page where now everybody will go on and post to be like, hey, do you have is there a plumber in the area? Does someone kind of borrow a ladder? I don't want to go buy a ladder. Do you have an MSP? Do you have a managed service provider in the area that I can connect with? And I find those kind of connections, they build your community so much, and you can really drive your entire life just by interacting, being a positive influence to the people around you. And then I find that falls right back. And then, like I said, that's how I got at the job at Dado, that's how I am here. And even with my partners or our partners at Dado's, anyone I connect with, all these managed service providers, there was this amazing managed service provider who has been a supporter of me since even before I knew that this was my career that I wanted to do. And so watching him help me out, that's one of the reasons that I've gotten to where I am. And that's what I would say to anybody watching: look at your connections, look at who you network with. And it might not be like, don't use people, but what if there's a chance where, instead of buying a ladder, you can borrow a ladder? Instead of having to advertise your managed services, your network will advertise for you when you've done a good job. And it is amazing time to be a managed service provider. So it's an awesome time. It is, as much as everything's going around us, it's an awesome time to be an MSP.
And so if I want to get it or become a better connector, you have any tips for doing that?
Absolutely. First, put yourself out there. Everybody is a little bit different. I'm definitely a talker. I don't really generally write a lot. So look at how you would generally connect and interact with people. Like right now, Jim, you are definitely a podcast on video in person. So maybe you don't necessarily be the blogger who's going to write the thing. So thinking about how you connect and then taking that and just using it as much as you can. So say if you're a person who likes to chit chat with people, then next time you go to a restaurant, make a point to chit chat with the people beside you. Or if you're the person who is on Facebook and you're all the time, look at your community and say, oh, what is this Facebook group? What is this Facebook group? How can I participate this? And how can I add value to the people who are in this? But then how also can I get more value from it as well? I think especially social media nowadays for businesses, it can be a little bit difficult to try to figure out how you're going to. So just putting something out there, be consistent with it, and make sure that you're networking and connecting with people and asking them, what can I do to help you? And if there's anything that I need, this is what I need. Can you help me with that as well?
So really connecting and then making it a two-way street, it sounds like. And what else can I do to improve my skills at connecting with others? And I guess ultimately it sounds like networking.
Just figure out, like, even when you're networking, there's times that can be really difficult. So as an example, I've gone to some of those like community events where they're more business. I think it's the BMI events. You guys have those in the US.
BNI, yes.
Yeah. So BMI events, personally, they didn't work for me. I found that I couldn't connect with I couldn't connect with the business owners as much because I'm not a business owner. I don't necessarily understand. It doesn't mean there isn't value for someone who does that, but I put myself out there. I tried a BMI. I went to a couple of different meetings, and then I realized that it wasn't for me, but at least I tried that, and now I don't have to go back and do it again. So like I said in the beginning, look at your community. Maybe December is such a great time for community events. You can do within your business, maybe getting everyone in your staff, if you have a bunch of staff, to do a Christmas gift exchange. Or if you don't want to go the gift exchange way, a lot of people love like adopting a family. You might have someone within your community who is maybe just needs a leg up. Times have been tough. So what if everyone in your office bought one gift for, say, a 5-person family or whatever? You could make someone's family a little bit better, but then you're also building your community within your network, bringing people within. If you have like a Facebook network or a business network, getting other business owners to do the same thing with you. So then you're just building that and building that. And then the other cool thing about that, it's a good feeling too. So people are going to, if you're a business owner and you're doing something like this, people are going to remember that you did that. They're going to remember that this business helped our community in this way. And then in the end, what if and when they need you, they're more apt to go to you because they have that warm, fuzzy feeling about the thing that you've done.
Got it. So what else is important to know about connecting and networking?
I would say that it's a great place to make good friends. Making sure that you're communicating with people and interacting with people.
Cool. And so 30-second elevator pitch for Dado. Who's a great partner for you? And why should they be your partner over any of your competitors? It's definitely a competitive space. So what type of MSP or IT service provider is an ideal partner for you, and why should they be your partner?
great question. If you are a managed service provider who is looking for security-oriented products that are going to help keep your businesses running, whether it be that whether it be business continuity, knowing that you can be back up and running, your clients can be back up and running in a matter of moments, that it's tested, it's true. Or maybe when it comes to your RMM, if you're looking at an RMM and you're trying to debate this product be this, think about security. I've got a great list, reach out to me, des@datto.com, of security questions that you need to be asking your vendors. And that's us. You need to ask every one of your vendors that you're working with really, really hard security questions. Do they have a CISO? Who is their CISO? How is the CISO invested? Sometimes the CISO might be a business might have a CISO, but is a sales-oriented CISO and not a security-oriented CISO, which is a very different conversation as well. So if you're a managed service provider who is security focused, and you want to grow your business, then you need to come talk with us. Come talk with me. We've got an amazing partner program. We've got funds that we give our partners to help them grow, to whether they're doing in-person events or virtual events or however you're doing it. Our partner program is absolutely phenomenal. Our solutions, whether that be BCDR, PSA, RMM, commerce, SaaS protection, they're amazing solutions that are security focused. And that if you want to grow and you're security focused, then Datto is definitely a place that you want to take a look at.
Got it. And what's the best way for them to get a hold of you?
That is des@datto, DES@datto.com.
DES@datto.com. Great.
Or Facebook, LinkedIn, shoot me up a message. I'll be at the bar.
They'll be at the bar. Which bar tonight? They'll be at the bar on Friday, right? In Calgary, in Vancouver.
In Vancouver, yes. I'm going to, I can't remember what the event it is, but there's an event in Vancouver tomorrow, actually, Thursday. But so it'll be good. It's going to be exciting.
If you're at the MSP event in Vancouver tomorrow, you can find Desraie at the bar after the event.
Exactly.
Well, great. Thank you for your time here today. Any closing thoughts?
You guys, managed service providers, you guys are phenomenal. I spent a lot of time in 2020 and 2021 talking to your end users, and the responses that I talked to these end users who were going through such a crappy time and everything around them, they were so relieved that they had you guys to support them. And that what you're doing is so phenomenal. And this is why I will be in this industry until you guys kick me out. But it's the reason I love it. The reason I love you guys to keep doing exactly what you're doing. It's a great time to be an MSP. And yeah, come say hi. Whenever you want us, come see me.
Great. Well, until next time on the Prophets of IT, I am Jim Punzenberger, your host and the creator of the Managed Prospecting System. Check out manageprospectingsystem.com to generate leads and appointments. Bye for now.
Thank you for tuning in to the Prophets of IT. Please smash that like button, subscribe, and share.